In cricket, there is something truly inspiring about watching young players. They step onto the field with open minds, bold ambition, and hearts full of dreams. They haven't lived long careers yet. They don't have the battle scars of veterans. Instead, they carry energy, raw passion, and fearless confidence. And right now, one of the most exciting youth stories in world cricket comes from Pakistan. The Pakistan U19 team is preparing for the World Cup, and their captain has one clear goal in his heart. He wants to bring home another title. Not someday. Not in the distant future. He wants to fight for it now. This isn't about ego. It's about belief. It's about the responsibility of wearing that green jersey and knowing millions of fans are watching, hoping, praying, and supporting. Today, we are going to walk through that journey. What drives this captain? How did Pakistan prepare? What makes this team dangerous? And what could this World Cup mean for the future of Pakistan cricket? So sit back, relax, and let's explore the full story. Pakistan's U19 team has always had a special reputation. Whenever people talk about future stars, Pakistan's youth system is right there in the discussion. Many names that dominate world cricket today once stood exactly where these boys stand now. Before they were superstars, they were young prospects learning their craft and proving themselves on the youth stage. Players like Babar Azam once carried the under-19 badge. Shaheen Afridi, before terrifying international batsmen, wore the same colors. Shadab Khan, Mohammad Amir, and many others developed through this same pathway. So when a new Pakistan U19 squad arrives, the world watches closely. The expectations are not small. The nation hopes not just for good performances, but for future leaders of world cricket. And that is exactly what makes this World Cup so important. Over recent months, Pakistan's youth players have gone through intense tournaments and competitive matches. These contests weren't simple warm-ups. They were full-pressure games where mistakes were punished and success had to be earned. But here's the interesting part. The team didn't just grow tactically. They grew mentally. They learned what happens when momentum shifts. They learned how to stay calm when wickets fall. They learned that one partnership can save a match and one over can change everything. For young cricketers, lessons like these matter more than statistics. The captain has spoken repeatedly about one key message: confidence without discipline means nothing. He knows that big shots and speed mean little if the team forgets its plan. So he emphasizes patience, teamwork, communication on the field, supporting each other when things go wrong. That is leadership. And what about the captain himself? He carries himself with remarkable maturity. There is no shouting for attention, no empty statements about destroying every opponent. Instead, he talks about process. He talks about staying grounded. He talks about respecting conditions. He talks about trusting his teammates to perform their roles. He understands that captains are judged not only by wins, but by how their teams behave under pressure. A true leader makes others play better, and that is exactly what he is trying to do. With every practice session, he pushes the squad to focus on details: fielding intensity, backing up throws, running between the wickets, communication signals, and awareness of game situations. These details may look small, but in World Cups, they decide results. Pakistan's squad has a wonderful balance. It's not a one-man team. In the batting lineup, there are players capable of building slow, careful innings when the pitch is difficult. Others can accelerate suddenly and take the game away from opponents. There are anchor players who stay calm and finishers who strike when it matters. Their bowlers bring something equally special. Some swing the ball early, moving it both ways and testing openers. Others rely on raw pace, using aggression to push batters onto the back foot. Then come the spinners, controlling the middle overs, forcing mistakes, and building pressure. Together, this creates variety, and variety wins tournaments. Because every pitch is different. Every opposition has weaknesses, and a balanced team can adapt to all situations. Before the World Cup, Pakistan didn't simply train in nets and hope for the best. They intentionally put themselves into match environments designed to challenge them. They traveled. They adjusted to new ground conditions. They tried different opening combinations, experimented with different bowling rotations, and examined what worked and what didn't. The coaching staff focused on two major aspects: fitness and awareness. Fitness ensures players stay sharp deep into long tournaments. Tiring players misfield, misjudge catches, and bowl loose deliveries. Pakistan's staff doesn't want that. They want players ready to give intensity from the first ball to the last. Awareness is even more important. It means understanding when to attack and when to defend. It means reading the pitch, predicting opponents' moves, and reacting smarter, not just harder. Those who watch cricket closely know one truth: youth tournaments are often won by teams who think clearly while others panic. Pakistan is trying to become that team. Now, let's talk about the World Cup itself. The U19 World Cup is like a spotlight. It shines on unknown players and suddenly turns them into international names. Scouts, selectors, fans, everyone is watching. For these boys, this tournament is not just a competition. It is the first doorway into professional cricket careers. It can change lives. Pakistan enters with ambition, but also with respect. No team at this level can be underestimated. Upsets happen. Teams rise unexpectedly. And the challenge is staying consistent from the first match to the last. The group stages demand concentration. One mistake, one bad match, and qualification becomes harder. Every catch, every over, every decision matters. But Pakistan is not afraid of challenge. They understand the pressure and are preparing to embrace it instead of running from it. History also shapes the mindset. Pakistan has lifted the U19 World Cup trophy before. Those memories aren't just stories, they are motivation. These young players grow up watching highlights, hearing commentators talk about historic wins, and dreaming of adding their names to that history. But they aren't trying to copy anyone. They want to write their own chapter, their identity, their moment. The captain knows that success doesn't come from fear of failure. It comes from courage to attack, to trust your skills, and to stay calm when things go wrong. And things will go wrong at some point. A collapse may happen. A bowler might struggle. A key player might be out early. That is cricket. But champions recover. Champions respond. And that is exactly the mentality this skipper wants to build. He understands the weight of the jersey. When he walks out for the toss, it isn't just another match. It is Pakistan's colors, Pakistan's dreams, and Pakistan's proud cricket history standing with him. Millions of fans will be watching, families, children, people following from workplaces and schools. Every run scored brings smiles, every wicket brings excitement. And behind those cheers, the players know one truth: they are playing not only for themselves, but for a nation that loves this sport deeply. As the tournament approaches,